In this movie, we're going to continue talking about some of the new CSS3 properties that we have to play with. We're going to move toward color and opacity. There is one property I want to show you, although I don't have a very good use for it here. It's called opacity. If I say opacity equals 0.5, you'll see that my opacity of the entire element is now 0.5. I'm going to move on past opacity because I want to introduce you to RGBA. RGBA is a type of color. If I save this and refresh over here, you'll notice the color on the border is gray. It's CCC in hexadecimal. Well, it turns out that you could actually create a gray color with opacity. First, let me explain RGB. RGB 000 gives you black. That's 0 red, 0 green, and 0 blue. But if we change that and say RGBA, the A stands for alpha. So I can say 000 for red, green, blue, and 0.5 for my alpha, which means this color swatch will actually be about 50% opaque. Now that looks like a gray color, but that's only because we're on white right now. If you had a blue color in the background, then that border would almost appear to be gray-blue of sorts. Now if I were to change this 0.5 to 0.2, now I only have a 20% black. 0 means it's not visible, 1 means it's entirely opaque. This is especially nice for drop shadows and text shadows. And that's exactly what we're going to move on to right now. Let's take a look at that tab name again. Down here, there's a specific rule for tab name. I'm going to give that a text shadow. Now, text shadow takes an X offset, a Y offset, a fuzziness, and a color. If I say 2 pixels, 2 pixels, 5 pixels, black, it's going to be 2 pixels over to the right and 2 pixels down from the original text. And the fuzziness will be 5 pixels. If I were to set 225 to 005, that text shadow will be immediately behind the text. This resembles more of an outer glow of sorts. Now let's put that RGBA to use. 0.5, and now we have a more subtle shadow. I'm going to make the numbers a little more subtle as well. 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 2 pixels. And now we have a nice subtle text shadow. If I go and delete the text shadow, you'll notice the difference when you press refresh. There's definitely a big difference. But when it's there, you don't really notice it's there. And often that's the sign of a good UI choice. If we want to do white instead of black, instead of zeros, we put 255. That's full red, full green, full blue. Because this is additive color theory, full red, full green, full blue together make white. And now the text has some sort of a clarity to it.